Hey everybody, this is Brittany. I'm here. I'm alive. It's 2 days after my surgery. I got my surgery on August 23rd, my lap band surgery, and today's Thursday, August 25th. Um, I actually weighed myself today, and the before the surgery, I think I weighed like 251.8, and now I'm like 248 point something. Excuse me, I don't have direct or accurate weighs, but um, yeah, I feel okay. I just finished off my pain medication today, so you know, hopefully it'll all be out of my system, before Monday, so I get to drive to work because I work 45 minutes from here, so that way I'm gonna drink a lot of water and I now have to worry about, getting drowsy behind the wheel. I still have some of my antibiotic medication left, so they said take that for 7 days. As you can see, it's hard to talk. It's hard for me to take a full breath, and they gave me a machine, to practice on that to get my lungs strong again. Um, the staff at the hospital was super, super nice. They made me feel so comfortable. And, then my main nurse, she was from the same town that I'm from. So I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. She actually lives right across the highway from me. So I was like, wow, that makes me feel a lot better. And, she had an Irish, Scottish accent, and like it just, I don't know, for some reason it made me feel more comfortable. She was the sweetest lady ever, and she was explaining to me, every time she would put something in my IV, she would look at me first to make sure I was coherent, and then she would look at me and say, okay, this is what I'm about to do. And that helped out a lot. She wasn't just one of the nurses that'd be like, here, I'm about to give you a shot. She was very sweet, very nice lady. Um, I got to speak with the OR nurses, very nice, and she was from, all the nurses were either, from the town that I live in now, or I live close by, or where I'm from. So I'm from Beaumont, Port Arthur, Southeast Texas area, and like two of the nurses were from my old hometown. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. And of course, the anesthesiologist came in, very nice lady. There was two that came in. Told me what was about to happen, asked me some history, a series of questions. If I was diabetic and stuff like that. And then the surgeon, he came in last, and he was like, "You ready?" I was like, "Yes." "Are you ready?" And sorry, I have a lot of pain. I'm trying to hold in my last because my stomach is really, really sore, and I'm full of, the gas that they pump up your stomach with and stuff. It's like traveling all throughout my shoulder and in my chest and in the right side of my stomach too. It's really, really sore and full of gas. So, yeah, once they put that anesthetic stuff in my IV, I was tired, like, before they even did any of that stuff. I guess it was from the stress. So, like, they had a TV by my bed, and they was like, "Oh, you can watch TV and stuff," and I did. And I started getting really tired, and I was like, whoa, I started kind of like dozing off then before they even put any of the night juice in. And, I kept on asking my head nurse, her name was Janet. I was like, when are they going to bring that night juice? And then she was like, "Oh, not quite ready yet. Not ready yet." And she knew I was nervous. And, she kept on trying to ask me questions about my son and about him starting school and stuff. And by the way, he's right there, and he's playing Mario Kart, and he's doing great so far in school. He's loving it. I have until 6:30 to pick him up, but I picked him up at 5:30 today. And, he wanted to stay a little bit longer. Say hi, Cameron.
Hi. My name is Cameron, and I love Mario Kart. I like playing in school. It's really fun, and I really love Mario Kart. I can't stop. Yeah.
All right, baby, go play, honey bunny.
Okay, I will. Bye-bye.
And bye. Okay.
Bye. Bye to Peter.
All right. That was my son, and so everybody made me feel real nice and real comfortable and everything. So, CJ, sit down, boo boo. Play your game. Play your game, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right.
I will.
Thank you. All right, lay down. All right. So, I was so nervous about, actually falling asleep. And then when I actually got in the operating room, I saw the big light that you lay down and you look up, and usually it's like shining right in your face, but it was off. And I was like, And then they told me like the gas mask or the mask that they were going to put on my face. They're like, oh, it's going to be, brand new right out of the package. I was like, okay, great. That's good to know. And then I think they were playing with me, and then they were like, it's going to smell like a brand new shower curtain, so don't get alarmed or nothing. That's just the smell that it has when it comes out of the package. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And, I switched over from my regular, I guess, recovery room bed to the OR bed. Laid down, they put the mask on, and then I heard the loud oxygen noise coming through. And then I think I breathed in maybe like 10 times, and next thing I know, I was waking up in the recovery room. And I was like, whoa. I was like, where am I? And so, my biggest worries, was me not falling asleep. The next thing I know, I was already in the recovery room. And then I was worried about, too, me actually getting the band, because sometimes, when I told y'all before about how the doctor, the surgeon was saying, if your liver's too big, he would have to pull out and I would have to wait another 6 weeks. So I kind of looked to my right and I saw a nurse, like she was on the computer. I was like, I kind of mumbled. I was like, is everything okay? Did everything turn out okay? And she's like, yeah, you're fine. And she pulled back my gown. She's like, yeah, you have 5 incisions. And then another nurse had walked up, and they were kind of discussing about my incisions and stuff. And she's like, yeah, you did great. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to breathe a full breath. And she's like, yeah, that's normal until your lungs become, fully, I don't know what the word she used, but some medical term. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like going in and out. And then my husband came, and he saw me and stuff. And then they did a barium swallow to make sure the liquids were going down. So I had to taste that nasty Crystal Light stuff. But the radiology guy, he was real nice. He put some, Crystal Light in there and some ice, which made it a lot better. And so the radiology doctor, he was like, everything's good to go, you're good. And I was feeling pretty weak at that point. So when they were pushing me back in the chair, I was like, I was so ready just to lay down and go to bed. And, I stayed in there for about another hour. They were taking my blood pressure, taking my temperature. They took off the little legging things that take your, or keep your blood circulated in my legs. They took those off. They let me get dressed. They were asking me, how you feeling? And I saw another girl there that was at True Results, the doctor's office where I started the whole process. She was there. She would look completely out of it, and I would try to call her name, but she was out. I felt really bad. I wanted to talk to her and get her attention before I left. But yeah, they said I was doing really good. I guess better than normal patients do. That they come in contact with that get the surgery. But yeah, so I'm out of my pain medication. I took my last batch at 6:30. So hopefully it don't get too bad, the rest of this week coming or this weekend. But I have until Monday to go back to work. And I have some Gas X chewables left, which I'm so grateful. So, that's really helping me because I have a lot of, it doesn't hurt. It's just dull pain. I'm sorry. Then when I burp too, it's like, all in my chest. I feel it like moving around, you know, the gas. It's in my lower stomach and everything. So, CJ, play your game, baby. Feel okay. I've been getting a lot of rest, thank God. You know, my son's in school. You know, I've been just laying it up in my bed, trying to get a lot of sleep. Drinking a lot of great Concord cranberry grape juice. Today I just drank some broth, warmed up chicken broth. I made some Jello when I first got up, and then I've been drinking water, eating my son's vitamins, eating his chewable Flintstone vitamins. So I'm kind of scared to chop up. You know, like I said, I was gonna chop up that my regular vitamin, but I decided to chew on his. I'm looking forward to the second week of the phase of my diet, my liquid diet. I get to have low-fat yogurt and milk. I can still drink my juices. I get to have pudding, creamy soups, thin cream of wheat, and smoothies. And then I get to start my 2 to 3 protein shakes a day. So this medicine's getting to me, guys, as you can tell. So I'm going to show you my incision scars. So if you want to turn off now, you can, because, you know, they're not pretty. I just want to keep a record of how they look and stuff for myself as well. So, you know, if you want to watch, of course, continue watching. If not, thank you for watching. And you can turn off now. So, and I'll try to get on in a couple of days, just tell you how I'm doing. But here goes my scars.
Mom, you're leaving. You're not. Look, you're not going to.
Shh, Cameron, shush, baby. Okay, so I have 5 incisions. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, which you can barely see, and then I think this is where my port's at, I think, but it's kind of bruising up now, and I was like, for the longest time, I was like, you know, what's this? What's this? I was like, this is another incision, but I was like, no, that's the she gave me, my favorite nurse, Miss Janet, she gave me a shot there, a blood thinner shot, right? And I couldn't remember for the life of me what that was. But yeah, that's all my incisions and stuff. And they're looking a lot better than they did the first day, so. And they put that glue on there you know, they said it's gonna fall off in a couple weeks. They said don't pick at it, of course, but that's it. I'm gonna try to get some more rest. I'm gonna put my little man to bed for his big school day tomorrow, his Friday, and then I'll be back with you guys. All right, you guys, take care and God bless.